Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Echo Pod. I'm Lily, and I'm super excited to be here with you all today.
And I'm Kevin. It's great to be back, Lily. We've talked about so many wonderful things recently, from our daily routines and special days to our favorite books and best friends. Today, we're going to focus on something a little different, but equally meaningful.
That's right, Kevin. Today, we're going to share stories about a special object that holds deep personal significance for us. This is a fantastic topic for English learners because it lets you practice describing physical items in detail, narrating personal stories in the past tense, and expressing emotions related to memory and sentimentality. Every object has a story, and we're excited to share ours.
Absolutely. Sometimes, the most ordinary things can carry the most extraordinary memories. And before we unwrap our special objects, we have a quick request for all of you wonderful listeners out there.
Yes, please. If you enjoy our podcast and find it helpful for your English learning, please take a moment to subscribe to English Echo Pod. It helps us a lot. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends who are also learning English. Sharing helps us reach more people and grow our community.
And of course, give us a big like. It really helps us know that you're enjoying what we do. So, subscribe, share, and like. Thank you so much.
All right, Kevin, let's start with you today. What is your special object, and why is it so meaningful to you? I'm truly curious.
That's a great question, Lily. My special object is a vintage mechanical watch. It's not particularly flashy or expensive, but it means the world to me because it belonged to my grandfather.
Oh, a family heirloom. That's incredibly special. Can you describe the watch for us? What does it look like?
It's a simple, classic-looking timepiece. The casing is made of brushed stainless steel, and it has a round, cream-colored dial. The numbers are very clear, in a traditional black font, and the hands are slender and blue-tinted. It has a brown leather strap that's a bit worn, which just adds to its character. The most striking thing about it is that it's a manual wind watch. You have to wind it every day to keep it running, which is a lovely ritual. There's no battery. On the back, there's a very small, almost invisible inscription that says, "To my dearest K," from his initials. It's elegant in its simplicity.
That sounds beautiful and full of history. Where did you get it? Was it given to you directly by your grandfather?
Unfortunately, no. My grandfather passed away when I was quite young, so I don't have many direct memories of him. My grandmother gave it to me on my 18th birthday. She told me that he wore it every day, from the time he was a young man until his final days. She said he was incredibly proud of it because he bought it with his first paycheck after graduating from college. It was a symbol of his independence and hard work. Receiving it felt like a direct connection to him, a piece of his life I could actually hold.
That's so poignant. So, it's not just a watch. It's a tangible link to your family's past and your grandfather's journey. How do you feel when you wear it or wind it?
It's a very unique feeling. When I wear it, it's like I carry a piece of his legacy with me. It's a constant reminder of his values, diligence, perseverance, and quiet strength. The act of winding it every morning is almost like a small meditation. I take a moment to pause, turn the little crown, and listen to the delicate clicking sounds of the gears inside. It's a mechanical marvel, completely analog in a digital world. It connects me to a slower, perhaps simpler time, when things were built to last and cherished. It makes me feel grounded and reflective. It's a quiet sense of comfort and pride.
That ritual of winding it sounds really powerful. It's almost like a daily conversation with your grandfather's memory. Can you recall any specific stories or anecdotes your grandmother might have told you about your grandfather and this watch?
Yes, she told me a few. She said that he was always incredibly punctual, and he always said that time is precious, just like this watch. He used to tap the watch face whenever he wanted to emphasize a point about being on time or making the most of every moment. She also recalled one time when they were first married and very poor. He considered selling it during a difficult period, but ultimately decided against it because it represented too much to him, his first big achievement. He always told her it was the first valuable thing he ever owned that he truly earned. It was a symbol of his journey from humble beginnings to building a family and a successful life.
That adds so much depth to the object. It truly became a symbol of his character. Have you ever had any worries about it, perhaps losing it or it getting damaged?
Oh, absolutely. It's not just a sentimental item, it's also quite delicate and old. I'm always very careful when I wear it, especially in crowded places or if I'm doing anything active. I make sure to take it off and store it safely if I'm exercising or doing chores. I also had it serviced by a professional watchmaker a few years ago to ensure its internal mechanisms were still in good working order. He told me it was a beautiful piece of engineering from its era, and with proper care, it could last for many more generations. That gave me a lot of reassurance. The thought of losing it or breaking it fills me with dread, because it's not just a watch, it's a family story.
That attention to its maintenance shows how much you value it. What's one thing this watch has taught you or reinforced in your life?
It's taught me a great deal about the value of heritage and memory. It's shown me that true value isn't always about monetary worth, but about the stories and connections an object carries. It's a constant reminder to appreciate the past, learn from the generations before us, and to live purposefully. It also reinforces the idea of quality over quantity. This watch has lasted decades because it was well made and cared for, unlike so many disposable items today. It's a beautiful anchor to my family history.
That's such a powerful message. It sounds like this watch is truly a beacon of your family's history and values. Thanks for sharing, Kevin. Now it's my turn. Are you ready to hear about my special object?
I am so ready, Lily. I'm guessing yours might be something artistic or perhaps connected to your adventurous spirit. So, what is your special object, and why is it so significant to you?
You're close, Kevin. My special object is a small, beautifully carved wooden bird. It's about the size of my palm, intricately detailed, and made from a very light, smooth wood. It's a hummingbird, caught mid-flight, with its wings spread.
That sounds absolutely lovely, Lily. A carved hummingbird. What makes this particular object so special to you?
This little hummingbird holds a very special place in my heart because it was a gift from my grandmother, given to me right before I left home for university. It was her way of telling me she would always be with me, even when I was far away. It was a very emotional moment. It's carved with such exquisite detail. You can see the tiny feathers on its body, the delicate curve of its beak, and the incredible spread of its wings, almost as if it's about to fly right out of your hand. The wood itself has a beautiful, natural grain, and it's been polished to a smooth, almost silky finish. It feels so comforting to hold. It's truly a small work of art, a testament to the skill of the person who carved it.
That's a thoughtful and poignant gift, especially at such a pivotal moment in your life. Did your grandmother tell you why she chose a hummingbird specifically?
She did.
My grandmother always believed that hummingbirds symbolized joy, resilience, and the ability to find sweetness in life. She told me that no matter how small they are incredibly strong and persistent, always moving forward. She wanted me to remember that even when things get tough, I should always find my joy and keep moving forward, just like the hummingbird. It was her way of giving me courage and optimism as I embarked on a new chapter. It was a little talisman of hope.
That's such a beautiful and inspiring symbolism. So, where do you keep it, and how does it make you feel when you look at it?
I always keep it on my bedside table, right where I can see it every morning when I wake up and every night before I go to sleep. When I look at it, especially during challenging times, it's like I can hear my grandmother's voice, reminding me of her words. It fills me with a sense of peace, strength, and hope. It's a constant reminder of her love and wisdom, and of the inherent resilience we all possess. It makes me feel connected to my roots and encouraged to embrace life's adventures. It's a tiny object, but it carries immense emotional weight. I remember that day so clearly. I was packing my bags, feeling a mix of excitement and anxiety about moving to a new city and starting university. My grandmother came into my room, and she had it cupped in her hands. She opened them, and there it was, this tiny, perfect bird. She said, "This little one will always remind you that you carry joy within you, no matter where you fly." Her eyes were a little misty, and mine were too. It was a quiet moment, but incredibly powerful. It made leaving home feel less daunting, knowing I carried her blessing with me.
That's truly a precious memory. The object itself is beautiful, but the story and the sentiment behind it make it invaluable. Have you ever had any close calls with it, perhaps almost losing it or damaging it?
Oh, definitely. I'm usually very careful, but once, during a big move to a new apartment, I accidentally packed it in a box with some old books instead of putting it in my essentials box. When I was unpacking, I panicked for a few hours, frantically searching through boxes, thinking I had lost it forever. I felt a wave of relief when I finally found it nestled safely between two heavy textbooks. That moment really reinforced just how much it means to me. It's a tiny, delicate thing, so I'm always conscious of keeping it safe. I even bought a special little velvet pouch for it.
That sense of panic and then immense relief is very relatable when it comes to irreplaceable objects. What's one significant thing this little hummingbird has taught you or reinforced in your life?
It has taught me the incredible power of quiet encouragement and symbolism. My grandmother didn't give me a long speech. She gave me a simple object with a profound meaning. It's taught me that even in moments of doubt or sadness, there's always a reason to find joy and keep moving forward. It's a daily reminder to be resilient, to embrace life's sweetness, and to remember that love and wisdom can be passed down through generations in the most tangible ways. It's like a tiny, silent cheerleader that empowers me.
It's really striking, Lily, how both of our special objects are deeply connected to our grandparents and carry immense sentimental value, even though they're quite different.
That's true, Kevin. Your grandfather's watch is a family heirloom, a piece of history that embodies his values and journey. My grandmother's carved hummingbird is a personal gift, a symbol of her love and wisdom, given at a pivotal moment in my life. So one is about a legacy inherited, and the other is about personal encouragement given.
Exactly. My watch represents a tangible link to the past, a way for me to connect with someone I barely knew, through the object they cherished daily. It's a way for me to understand where I come from. Your hummingbird, on the other hand, represents a message of support and resilience passed down directly, a symbol you actively carry with you for strength in the present and future.
Yes, my hummingbird is a more immediate, personal reminder of strength and joy, a constant, quiet presence. Your watch seems to invite a more reflective, historical connection, a daily ritual that grounds you in your family's story. Both objects, though, are far more valuable than their material worth. They are priceless because of the stories and emotions they embody.
Absolutely. They both serve as anchors to our personal histories and the people who shaped us. They evoke strong feelings and memories every time we interact with them. And neither of them is just an object. They are living connections to loved ones. They transcend their physical form and become almost like a part of us.
And they both offer lessons. Your watch teaches you about diligence and heritage, while my hummingbird teaches me about joy and resilience. They remind us of the kind of people our grandparents were and the values they wanted to pass on. It's a beautiful way to keep their spirit alive.
I totally agree. They both remind us that even seemingly small or everyday items can hold profound meaning and serve as powerful reminders of love, legacy, and the important lessons we've learned. They are silent storytellers.
Well, It's been wonderful sharing our special objects and reflecting on the deep personal connections they represent.
It certainly has. And that's it for today's episode of English Echo Pod. We hope you enjoyed hearing about our meaningful possessions and that it prompts you to think about your own special objects.
And don't forget, if you liked this episode, please subscribe to our channel, hit that like button. It helps us a lot. And share this podcast with your friends who are also learning English.
And we'd love to hear about your special object. Please leave a comment below and tell us, what is your special object and what makes it so meaningful to you? Share a memory connected to it. We can't wait to read your stories.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back with another episode soon. Bye for now.
See you next time.